That's what he said. But when you start practicing perfection, the Christians say it won't work. So you got to go to heaven.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. About to do a mighty message today. All praise to the Most High. Do so by Mashiach Yahushua. About to give a salute. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, Rawa Kadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders teaching this truth to the four corners of the earth, and the young man laboring this truth to the four corners of the earth. Kwam Yasha'ala.
Kwam Yasha'ala.
Man, we just finishing the Feast of Tabernacles, man. Had a mighty feast in the Feast of Tabernacles, Day of Atonement, you know. Brother Amoth want to bring out some precepts talking about the Feast of Tabernacles. But Brother Amoth want to, you know, bring out some closing scriptures towards the Feast of Tabernacles. Go ahead, King, picture to you.
All right, so we all know, Israel, that we got to keep these holy feast days, man. We got to keep all the law, statutes, and commandments, and keep all these days. So I'm gonna start off with Leviticus 23.
I'm gonna read for you, King.
All right, the Water King. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 39. We're gonna start with 39, but you're gonna go through 43.
Come.
43.
Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 39.
Come.
Also, in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye should keep a feast unto Yahweh 7 days.
Okay, so that means we have to keep a feast to the Most High for 7 days. You know, keep going.
On the first day should be a Shabbat.
So the first day is a Shabbat. You know, so we dedicate that to the Most High. Go ahead.
And on the 8th day should be a Shabbat.
Same thing on the 8th day. Same thing on the 8th day as the first day. Keep the Shabbat. Go ahead.
Verse 40. And ye should take you on the first day the boughs of the goodly trees. Branches of palm trees. And the boughs of fig trees, willows of the brook. And ye should rejoice before Yahweh, your power, 7 days.
So basically, verse 40 is just explaining like how we have to make tents. You know, we have to make tents and we have to celebrate the Most High on all 7 of these days in the wilderness. Basically, he's just preparing us for things that we have to do in the future. You know. Go ahead, 41.
Verse 41. And ye should keep a feast unto Yahweh 7 days in the year. It should be a statute forever.
Okay. In your generations.
In your generations.
So forever means forever. You know, that don't mean, you know, we just doing it for this earth age and nothing like that. This means forever. He said, keep his laws, statutes, and commandments forever. Keep this for generations, for generation after generation, forever. Okay, go ahead.
Ye should celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye should dwell in booths 7 days.
Booths basically mean tents.
Go
ahead.
All that are Israelites born should dwell in booths. So
all you natural born blood Israelites have to do this. You know, you have to do this. This is a commandment. Ain't no going around it. Ain't no, like, you have to do it. Keep going, King.
Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt.
Egypt means bondage.
And I am Yahweh, your power.
There you go. Okay. So that was basically just explaining what we got to do for the Feast of Tabernacles, you know. Basically, he tells us to dwell in booths, you know, which means tents. And we basically preparing us for future things that's going to happen in the future. When, you know, tribulation starts and stuff like that, we're going to be dwelling in the wilderness. So we got to make sure that we have the proper procedures on, you know, how to build tents, how to survive in the wilderness. He just preparing us for the future. Okay. So I'm gonna go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 through 19, King. So basically, this is just letting us know, Matthew chapter 5, verse 17, 19, is basically just letting us know that we have to do this, no matter what. You know, it's not done away with. It's not what Christians say the law is done away with. No, you have to keep these high holy days, man. It's a reason why he's making us do this. You know. Yeah.
So let me hit it, King.
Yeah, let me get that, King, first.
Come.
Yeah, man. So this is very important, Israel, man. Like we can't take this for granted, you know.
Come. You're right, King. We got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, King.
Come. I know your Christian pastor says you, oh no, you ain't got to do none of that. You know what I mean?
The reason why the Christian pastors feel that way because they don't want to teach our people that we are the Israelites.
Come.
You know what I mean? They want to let the ones that's over there now that consider themselves to be Jews who are not. They are not the true Israelites. We are the sense of the Israelites. We fit the biblical description, the archaeological evidence. We fit everything according to these curses in the Bible. This book is going to talk about nobody but us, King.
Yep, so I'm ready, King.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law. This is Yahweh speaking himself. Go ahead.
Or the prophets. I come not to destroy.
Not to destroy. Keep going, King.
But to fulfill.
So that means the law is not done away with. You have to do his law, statutes, and commandments. Yahweh himself said. Keep going, King.
For verily I say unto you, to heaven and earth pass.
Okay, you have heaven and earth pass?
Show heaven. It have not passed.
Okay,
well, la it has not passed.
Keep going, King.
One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled.
Okay, that explains everything, but we're hit 19 anyway.
Verse 19. Whosoever therefore should break one of these least commandments.
That mean even just a commandment as in wearing your fringes. A least commandment. Keep going.
And should teach man so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I ain't even gonna get on that right now, but y'all know what we mean. Keep going.
He should be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Exactly. So you're going to be a servant. You know, you're going to be called the least in the kingdom. I know me personally, I want to be in one of the high positions in the kingdom. So I'm going to do everything I got to do. I'm going to follow all these laws, statutes, and commandments because I want to be high in the kingdom. I don't want to be least in the kingdom. Keep going.
But whosoever should do and teach them should be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
And that's self-explanatory. All right. So next, I'm gonna go to Leviticus 26, 11, and 12. You know. And basically, Leviticus 26, 11, and 12 is basically just explaining like how the Most High is going to have. It's kind of, I'll explain it once I get there. It's you there, King?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Okay. I'm there, King.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 11. I will set my tabernacle among you.
So this is Yahweh speaking. He said he's going to set his tabernacle upon us. Keep going.
And my soul should not abhor you.
Abhor mean hate. Okay? So he's saying, and my soul shall not hate you. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 12. And I will walk among you, and will be your God. And ye should be my people.
There you go. So if we just follow all his laws, statutes, and commandments, basically his tent, he's going to set up his tabernacle in the middle of us and be our Yahweh. He's going to be our God, you know, and we are his people. So that's why it's very important to follow all his laws, statutes, and commandments and all of his holy days. I don't want him to hate me. You know what I mean? So I'm going to follow all his laws, statutes, and commandments and whatever he say, you know. All right. So next we're going to go to Let's go to Deuteronomy 31, 10 through 13. Well, this kind of just telling us that basically we got to teach our young children this, man. Like we can't, that's very important that we let our kids know about these holy days, man. And have them come out and enjoy these holy days.
You said Deuteronomy 31 and 10?
Yeah, Deuteronomy 31, 10.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 10. And Moses commanded them, saying, at the end of every 7 years, in the solemnity of the year of release, in the Feast of Tabernacles.
Okay, one thing before you continue, King. Y'all wonder why things come off our credit every 7 years? Well, they got this from the Bible. You know what I mean? So this is the reason why things come off your credit in 7 years, because it mentions it in the Bible. Everything these European guys doing, or Western civilization, whatever, like whatever they doing, America, whoever, they got everything out the Bible.
God.
So this is why things come off your credit every 7 years. Deuteronomy 31 and 10 tells you why. Okay, keep going.
Verse 11. When all Israel come to appear before Yahweh thy power in a place which he should choose, thou shalt read this law before all Israel in their hearing.
Reading this law. That's very important. You want to read it and you want to keep to it. Keep going.
Verse 12. Gather the people together, men and women and children, and thou stranger that is within thy gates, that they may hear and they may learn and fear Yahweh, your power, and observe to do all the words of this law.
That means everybody. You know what I mean? That means everybody. Read that again, King.
Come from the top. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 12.
Come.
Gather the people together, men and women and children and our strangers that is within thy gates, that they may hear and that they may learn and fear Yahweh, your power, and observe to do all the words of this law.
Come. There you go. So let's go to Hosea 12 and 9.
Come.
Yeah, man, it's very important, man. It's very important. And it's good to have, it's things that you could do to keep the kids occupied, while you're dwelling for the Feast of Tabernacles, man. Like, play games, do things, make it fun for the kids, you know what I mean? Like,
Right, come.
this is a celebration, man. It's a celebration for the Most High.
You're right about that, King. He said Hosea.
Yeah, Hosea 12 and 9.
12 and 9.
Yeah.
I'm there when you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, man.
You're right, King.
That puts a smile to the Most High face, man. You got the
Yeah.
kids out there playing games, enjoying the Feast of Tabernacles.
Yeah, when you be obedient to the Most High, man, he said he accept obedience over a sacrifice. He said it's more better to obey than to be over a sacrifice. So we gonna be obedient to the Most High. You can't go wrong, man.
King. All right, I'm there.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 12, verse 9. I am that Yahweh, thy power from the land of Egypt, will yet make thee to dwell in tabernacles as in the days of the solemn feast.
There you go. So this is just basically the Most High gonna gather us back together, and we're gonna dwell in the tabernacles. Like the past, ain't nothing new under the sun, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun. He commanded us to do this, basically to prepare for the Messiah return, man. So, he perfect in everything that he do. So he making us do these things for a reason. It's a reason. It's a method behind everything. So if he telling us to celebrate these days and do unto him in these days, then he's doing it for a reason. And I got a couple more scriptures for us, King, and then I'm gonna digress. Let's go to Zechariah 14:16.
Zechariah 14:16.
Come. Yeah, man. I know, for the Feast of Tabernacles, man, I had to make a little tent myself in my hotel room because I traveled for work. So,
Good.
I mean, but, I was being obedient. You know what I mean?
Good.
It wasn't the best. It definitely wasn't the best.
Hey, we do what we can, you know what I'm saying? Until we can do better.
Exactly. Come, King. Come. For sure. Yeah, man. So, yeah. We gonna get there, man. One day we all gonna be all together. All the Israelites gonna be together. We gonna be celebrating Feast of Tabernacles, man. 14 said, I'm not king.
You say 14?
16.
14:16.
Yeah.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem should even go up from year to year to worship the King, the Yahweh of hosts, and to keep the Feast of Tabernacles.
Now, this means forever. That means all nations, all generations, everybody. Like we're gonna have to keep it. We're gonna have to keep these high holy days. So if you're not getting used to it now, boy, you're gonna have trouble with when the Messiah get back. You gonna have some trouble because it's gonna be commanded. It's gonna be commanded. I don't care where you at. It's gonna be commanded. You make it to Jerusalem and you do all these things. So, man, y'all just get it together, man. That's why we keeping it now. That's why brothers and sisters out here keeping it now, because they know in the future we gonna have to do this. Come. So, this is my last precept, and then I'm gonna digress off of this one, King. Revelation 21:3.
Revelation 21:3.
And it's just piggybacking on everything that I just explained in the other precepts, man. Just like basically, it's just practice for us to keep this commandment forever.
All right. Mighty, you bring us some mighty precepts, King. Some very mighty precepts.
Man, the water, King. Yep, this is the last one. Go ahead, King. I'm here.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of power is with men, and he should dwell with them, and they should be his people. And Yahweh himself should be with them and be their power.
You see what I'm saying? So basically, if we keep all these high holy days and keep his law, statutes, and commandments, he gonna be our God, man. He gonna be our Yahweh, man.
God.
He gonna be our Yahweh. He ain't gonna let us go through nothing, man. We gonna be transformed, man. And we just gotta keep these high holy days. We gotta keep practicing and endure to the end, man.
God.
Well, I digress, Israel.
God. That was a mighty message, King, man. Great message, man. I hope the brothers in Israel and the sisters of Israel, hear this message and they learn to, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, because it's very important for us to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments because we want to reverse the curses that the Most High put on us, mentioned in Deuteronomy chapter 28. So we need to get back. The only way to get out of this condition that we in is coming back to the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua. That's the only way. You know what I mean? Any other way is vain. It's not really going to help. Nothing is going to help. So we got to get back. So that was some mighty messages. And Brother Amath, man, he had to get circumcised. Brother Amath recently had to do that, man. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for letting the circumcision go through well. The brother recovering now, and he's doing good. Man, all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Mashiach.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Barakatah.
And I want to go over some circumcision scriptures and why we believe in being circumcised now. The Christians might say, well, you don't have to do that no more because, through Christ, everything is done away with. That's not true. These are misinterpretations of the scriptures. These scriptures was never meant for us to stop doing anything that the Most High gave us as a covenant. It was never meant for us to stop doing these things. Only through Mashiach Yahushua we's given grace because we don't do these things. We given grace, but it's not for you not to do it. Don't use your maliciousness, your local freedom for maliciousness of wickedness. You know what I mean? That says in the book of Peter. Let me get that real quick. I think it's in 1 Peter.
1 Peter.
Let me find it. Yeah. Okay. I don't want people to be thinking like, okay, you got a cloak of liberty, but you can just do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't the case.
Yeah. So
that's the case.
1 Peter 2:16, King.
Okay, 2:16. Gotcha. Yeah, that is not the case.
That is not the case. You know what I mean?
You say chapter?
Yeah, chapter 2, verse 16.
Chapter 2, verse 16. All right. This is this 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 16. As free and not using your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness.
Stop right there. He said, don't use your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness. So don't just be saying, oh, we don't have to do that no more because of Mashiach Yahushua. Don't use your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness.
Right.
We still have to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you can't do these things, then through the mercy of Mashiach Yahushua, then that's what we want. You know what I mean? But what we need to continue to do things if we can do them. You know what I mean? But we're not going to judge a brother for not doing these things because we know that Mashiach Yahushua is going to come and everything. We going back into this full throttle. You know what I mean? So you can finish up on that.
Okay. And one more thing I just want to add, King. Like it's not the fact of you. We all know there's some laws we can't keep up with. You know that we can't do. But it's about your effort, man. Like if y'all not putting in the effort to try to even do these laws, statutes, and commandments, then what's the? I mean, he's looking at your effort. If you're not putting in the effort, then brother, I mean, what? I mean, you know, that's not good, man. He's just gonna, man. It's just not good, man. You got to at least put in the effort, man. At least show the effort. At least show the effort that you're trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. And He'll bless you. All right, you said the rest of
16.
16. But as the servants of the Most High.
You start right there. So yeah, he just said, that point in that scripture is don't use your liberty for a cloak of maliciousness, man. So don't do that, man. So let's go into the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and 16. This the Christians love this. They love this scripture. They think they chopping our head off with this scripture. They love this. But I love it too because I go right behind them and finish up for them. It's a two-edged sword. Chop your head off.
God, King, God.
You know what I'm saying?
God. You say Colossians 2 and 16?
Good.
Okay, God. Okay, I got it right here.
Okay.
All right, we got Colossians chapter 2, verse 16. Let no man therefore judge you in meat, or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days.
That's not right there. So he said, don't let no man judge you, which is correct. Because we're not going to judge anybody for not doing these days because we don't know people's situations. We don't know their lifestyles. And plus, people are learning that they're Israelites, so they're coming back into their heritage. You see what I'm saying? Because the Most High discontinued our heritage. So I'm not going to judge anybody. But I am going to tell you to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you that. And then if you're not doing it, then you're going off. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to judge you because when it says judge, they got to understand the ancient way of judging. When we catch you breaking the Shabbat or doing none of the holy days, you were stoned to death. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to judge you. You know what I mean? Because that's done away with until Mashiach Yahushua return. You see what I'm saying? So now we in a grace period. So I'm not going to judge you. That's what that means.
Could you repeat that again? Because about the judging part, man. Because that's where a lot of people get confused. A lot of people be like, "Oh, you judging me? You judging me?"
Oh, but you can judge too. The scripture says you can judge me. But when it's talking about judging, we're talking about the ancient way of judging. We're not talking about just telling you, "Oh, you wrong for doing this." We talking about, okay, let's pull you to the side, brother. Let's get the stone. Let's get the Levites. Let's get the elder. Put you on trial. And if we found you guilty, we stoning you to death. That's that judge he talking about. He's not talking about putting the brother because you can judge people.
Right.
I think that's in the book of, you want to get to, I want to come back to this, but let's go to John 7:24. Because the scripture says you can judge.
Okay. I got you.
You hold that because we're going to go back.
Okay.
I
got you.
It was John 7:24.
7:24.
St. John.
Yep, I got you, kid. 7 and 24. Yes, sir. For all you people saying, oh, no, don't judge. You can't judge me. Here you go. John chapter 7, verse 24. And this Yahweh speaking.
God.
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
God, did you repeat that again?
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
So your judgment have to be righteous. So you can judge people, but your judgment have to be righteous. You see what I'm saying? So when it says in Colossians 2:16, we have to give people righteous judgment.
Come.
But we can't take you back in the ancient ways and get the priests and get the elders and stone you to death for these days, because we know we under a grace period through Mashiach Yahweh Shai. We know we're not living in a holy land that was taken over in 70 AD. You know what I mean? All the temples and all the tabernacles was torn down. So we can't go and do that to brothers and sisters no more. But we can tell you to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. We can give you righteous judgment. That's what Paul talked about. He's talking about not judging back into the ancient ways of judge. You know what I mean? Not to be confused. We can go back to Colossians 2:16.
Okay, come, Jim.
And finish up in there. And
okay, did we finish it? You want me to go to 17? Or?
Yeah, I want you to get
Okay.
I ain't there yet. I was trying to get back there. Hold on. Back to Colossians with you. Okay, I'm there.
All right. We got the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 17. Which are a shadow of things to come.
Could you start right there and repeat that again?
Which are a shadow of things to come.
So he says it's a shadow for things to come. So he's telling you in 16 that when he says, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of a holy day or a new moon or a Saturday, he said, which are a shadow for things to come. So these things are coming back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're coming back to this. We're not going to be living in the ways of the Gentiles. You see what I'm saying? If you're not living in keeping the Hebrew way of life, you're living like a Gentile. You know what I mean? So he's letting you know we're not going to continue to live that way. He said this is a shadow for things to come. Go ahead, King. Finish it up.
Man, good precept, King. But the body is of Christ.
The body is a Mashiach. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to come back in one body under Hamashiach, our King, our Master, our Messiah. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're coming back to. So let me get Jeremiah chapter 10, King Baba Kashak, real quick. Because see, people think we're supposed to live like the Gentiles, man. That's what we ain't supposed to be doing, man.
Yeah, they thinking we could just do what we want to do, and then you know what I'm saying? No, it don't go that way. Most High don't play that, man.
Come.
You say chapter 10, King?
Yeah, chapter 10. Yeah, come.
Okay, got you. Come. All right. Chapter 10, starting at 1?
Yeah, start at verse 1. Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 10, starting at verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Come.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Start right there and repeat that again.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Start right there. He said, don't learn the way of the heathens. So that's what Paul said. It's a foreshadow of ways to come, because right now we're living in the ways of the heathens.
Yep.
Working on Shabbats and not even giving reverence to the Shabbat, or staying unclean and eating unclean meats. That's the way of the heathens. That's not the way of the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It's not. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said, learn not the way of the heathens. You can finish, King.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So we ain't got to worry about the signs of heaven. We know what time it is. The heathen's the one like, oh, wow, them chariots, that's a UFO. We know them are angels. We know what's going on. We're getting ready for the gathering, man, which they call a rapture. It's not a rapture. It's a gathering. You know what I mean? He going to gather the children of Israel before he blow Babylon up. You know what I mean? He gonna save us out of this, man, and then we're gonna meet him in the wilderness, man, and then after that we gonna be dealing with Yahweh after that point, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can stop right there, King. Okay. So yeah, I just want to go back. We just talking about you got to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments So let me go into 1 John 3 and 4.
Okay, 1 John 3
Yeah,
and 4.
1 John 3 and 4.
Got you, King. Got you.
And we're going to talk more about that circumcision, because the circumcision is very important. We're going to go back to the basics. When the first circumcision was actually introduced.
1 John 3 and 4?
Yeah, 1 John, chapter 3.
Okay.
Let me get that with you. 1 John chapter 3, verse 4.
Okay, got you. This 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
Start right there. He said, whoever committed sin transgresses also the law. So you're breaking the Torah. So sin is breaking the laws of the Torah. That's sin. Go ahead.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
So when you break the laws of the Torah, right, then you are doing sin. That is sin. Sin is not a definition where people say, oh, I'm doing something bad. No, we answer our questions by the Bible. It says, whosoever committed sin transgressed also the law. Then he said, for sin is the transgression of the law. That's the law. So we have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High according to the books of Moses and the Torah. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go into the book of Genesis, man, chapter 17, man, verse 9, man. We're going to go into, now this is, Genesis is considered to be the law. You know what I mean? It's the first book of the law. Just dealing with our ancestor, Abraham. You know what I mean? This is Abraham, man. This is when the Most High introduced circumcision. You know what I mean? To Abraham. So you can start at chapter 17 and verse 9.
Okay, this is Genesis chapter 17, verse 9. And Yahweh and God said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore thou and thy seed after thee in their generations.
So he said he wants you and your seed to keep this covenant. This is a covenant with the Most High God. So a covenant is like a promise. Right? The Most High to go around breaking covenants or teaching people to break his covenant. That ain't of the Most High. That's of Satan, Satan. You know what I mean? If you're trying to break a promise, if I make a promise with you, brother or mom, and I say, man, let's keep our promise, and we dap hands on or whatever, I'm going to try to keep my promise to the best of my ability.
Yep.
So why would you want to break this covenant with the Most High? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, King.
100%, King. This is my covenant, which ye shall keep, between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised.
Every man child had to be circumcised, for real, all right?
And ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant betwixt me and you.
Start right there. He said a token of the covenant. Now you see this token of the covenant, you see this in Genesis 11. Didn't he show Noah a token of the covenant went in a rainbow?
Yeah,
And don't you still see that rainbow out to this day?
You
know what I'm saying? So what would he want his promise broken? His token of his covenant. Yeah.
Man.
All right.
For sure.
Go ahead.
That was good, King. And he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you. Every man child in your generations, he that is born in the house or bought with money of any stranger which is not of thy seed. He that is born in thy house, and he that is bought with thy money, must needs be circumcised. And my covenant shall be in your flesh for an everlasting covenant.
So he said even the slaves, he want them circumcised if they in your house. If they being bought with money, I want them circumcised. I want them to keep my covenant. Yeah, go ahead.
Boy, that's why I had to do it. That's why I had to
all praise to the Most High, King. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Spirit's like. Let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Mom, all praise to the Most High. I was circumcised as a child. The Spirit moved my mom to do it. I even asked my mom about this on the phone today because it just intrigued me. Like, wow, what made you do this, Mom? And she not, she's not an Israelite. She's not in the covenant, but she's like something told her to make sure that your son was sacrificed as a baby. So this is over 43 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now look where I'm at now. So all praise to the Most High. But Brother Amoff had to go down a path where he had to get his done most recently just to keep the covenant, man. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
All praise, man. All praise. We on verse 14.
Come.
And the uncircumcised man child, whose flesh of his foreskin is not circumcised, that soul shall be cut off from his people.
Stop right there. He said, what's going to happen?
That soul shall be cut off from his people. Cut off. Wow. From his people. He have broken my covenant.
He did what?
He has broken my covenant.
Broken the covenant, man. So if you break the covenant, man, the Most High gonna deal with you, man. You know what I'm saying? He don't care who you. He don't have a respect of person. He gonna deal with you. I'm gonna show you a scripture where he's about to deal with Moses for not getting his son circumcised, man. You know what I'm saying? He was about to deal with him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High, how about you? Was about to whack Moses, man. And Moses is our prophet that gave us the Torah. You know what I'm saying?
So all this, oh man, he loved the world. He loved us and all that. Man, what? Hey, look, man, y'all better start reading this Bible, man. Because that ain't the Yahweh I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Man, for real, man.
Let me get the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 24.
I got you, Kevin.
All right, now he say breaking his covenant, he's going to get cut off from his people. Now, he was about to whack Moses, man. And I read this, I was intrigued with it. I'm like, damn, you gonna do Moses in here? You know what I'm saying? That's the man's over there. He's like, man, I'm about to do him in. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all who I am.
Oh, the real, good.
So we got Exodus chapter 4, verse 24. And it came to pass by the way in the end that the Lord met him and sought to kill him.
Wait, it say what?
Sought to kill him.
He sought to kill who, King?
Sought to kill Moses.
Man, you see what I'm saying? The Most High was about to whack Moses. Man, come on, continue to read so they can understand why he was about to get whacked.
Then Zipporah took a sharp stone and cut off the foreskin of her son and cast it at his feet and said, surely a bloody husband art thou to me.
That right there. So his wife ended up taking the foreskin of her son, of their son, and cast it at his feet. To stop the spirit of death from coming on Moses. You see what I'm saying? She had to hurry up and circumcise it, and she put it at his feet. Said, surely you're a bloody husband are to me. Go ahead, King.
And mind y'all, Yahweh, this was before Yahweh shed his blood for our sacrifices. So they had to sacrifice blood in order to not get killed. So that's why she did this. So he let him, this verse 26. So he let him go. Then she said, a bloody husband thy art because of the circumcision. And 27, and the Lord said to Aaron, go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and met him in the mount of God and kissed him.
That's enough of that. So yeah, I'm just trying to show you a point that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh was about to whack Moses. You know what I mean? Our patriarch, the one who gave us the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, the law. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say he don't have respect to person with his judgment, man. You know what I mean? But let's go into the book of Leviticus, chapter 12, 1 through 4.
Gotcha.
We're going to go into the more of the sacrifice. More of the circumcision.
All right. You there, King? We got Leviticus chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman shall conceive seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days. According to the days of the separation for her infirmity, shall she be unclean. Verse 3, and in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised.
It says the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. So on the 8th day, when you have a child, a male child, the 8th day, you circumcise the flesh of his foreskin. So this is in the law. Go ahead, verse 4.
Verse 4, and she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 33 days. She shall touch no hallowed thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled.
Right. So this is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You have a male child, you circumcise it. You know what I mean? At the 8th day. That's what these are the laws. It's plain and simple, man. You know what I mean? So, but this is talking about the physical circumcision, but you also need to be spiritually circumcised in the heart too. You know what I'm saying? The Most High don't just want this; He want that too, but He wants you to be circumcised in the heart, man. So let's go to Deuteronomy, man. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, man, verse 16.
That's a good point, King, because a lot of brothers be like, okay, I'll just get circumcised and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Now you gotta be circumcised in the heart too.
That's what it started off with.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You gotta be in both ways. You know what I mean?
You're right. That's a great point, King. You say 10 and
10 is verse 16.
Okay, 10. So we got Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 16. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked.
That right there. So he says circumcise the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. Don't be stubborn. Don't be rebellious. You know what I mean? Listen to the Most High. So also, when you get a physical circumcision, also circumcise your heart as well. You know what I mean? Verse 17.
And let me just tell everybody, like, that's...
go ahead. I'll pitch it to you. Go ahead.
And that's my testimony, man. I had to get, before I even knew about getting circumcised, you know, physically, like I knew I had to get circumcised from the heart first. So once I got into the truth, and once I, you know, start finding out all these laws, statutes, and commandments, this is just me being obedient, getting circumcised through the flesh. But I was circumcised through the heart in the truth first, before I got circumcised in the flesh. But the flesh is just secondary, because you're just being obedient to His law, statutes, and commandments. That's it.
Right.
So you say 17?
Yeah, come on.
All right, so we on 17, verse 17. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and a terrible, which regardeth not persons, nor taketh reward.
Right, so He don't regard who you is. He don't care who you is, and you can't give Him no reward. You can't buy Him. You know what I mean? So it's best just to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. He the Most High of all, man. And I really just gotta give you honor, man. You know, from the heart, man. I'm glad you did that, man. Because most men, as an adult, it's hard to do something like that. You know what I mean? But the Most High wanted that sacrifice from you. You know what I mean?
The water.
You know what I mean? Because it would have happened when you was in youth. So He wanted it from you now for His purpose. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
All praise to Him,
that this was done and everything was done successfully, recovering, man. So all praises to the Most High, man. And I'm just going to get more into the circumcision. I'm going. Let me get Romans chapter 2, verse 25.
This is Romans chapter 2, verse 25. For circumcision verily profiteth, if thou keep the law, but if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision.
So he's saying in the scriptures, so he's saying if you get the circumcision, it's profiting. It profits you if you get the circumcision. You know what I mean? It profits you if you get the circumcision. It says if thou keep the law. So long as you are keeping the law, this profits you. You know what I mean? But it says, but if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision. So if you out here just doing whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? You got your circumcision, right? You've been circumcised, but you steady doing other foul things and other things that's wrong. Your circumcision is gonna be counted for uncircumcision. You see what I'm saying? Because you still partaking in things that's not right of the Most High. You know what I mean? Verse 26.
Right,
it says, I'll go on Slack and let you read.
Oh, okay. You want me to get it?
Yeah, come on.
All right. We got verse 26. Romans chapter 2, verse 26. Therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision?
So he's saying the person that's not uncircumcised, but he's keeping the righteousness of the law, so his circumcision be counted, for his uncircumcision should be counted a circumcision of the heart, basically. So that means even though he's not have a physical circumcision, he's basically saying that this person is circumcised by the heart. Which you want to be both simultaneously. You want to be circumcised by the heart and the physical as well, too. Verse 27.
And shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by the letter and circumcision doest transgress the law.
So he asked him a question. He said, and should not the uncircumcised, which by the physical, he's talking about the person that's not circumcised by the physical, fulfill the law, right? Judge thee, who by the letter of the person doing is circumcised, do transgress the law. So he says, should the person that's not uncircumcised, the person that's not circumcised, should he judge the person that is circumcised who's not keeping the righteousness of the law? You know what I mean? Because if you ain't keeping the righteousness of the law, you pretty much basically, it's not even circumcised anyway. That circumcision gonna count as uncircumcision.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I'll get that verse 28.
Get 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh.
Right. So he said, for he is not a Jew, which one is outwardly, neither of the circumcision. So he said the person that got the circumcision, if he ain't living righteousness, he not really a Jew. He not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? Verse 29.
Verse 29. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of Yahweh. So
this is a person who's a Jew who keep their heart circumcised, they right in their spirit. They not just caring about the heritage, just wearing fringes, wearing a big beard, and all. They caring about the whole righteousness of the law, trying to be a righteous brother. You know what I mean? That's what the scriptures, and they trying to please the Most High. They're not trying to please man. You see what I'm saying? That's what we need to be, man. So when our mouth did his circumcision, he trying to please the Most High. He don't give a damn about man. You know what I mean? That's our whole goal, to be Israelite. We want to please the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we want to have be circumcised by the heart and by physically, and keep the law to the best of our ability, to the best that we can, because we're in the grace period to Mashiach Yahweh returns. You know what I mean?
Man, so, great job, King.
To watch. But I'm gonna digress. You want to say anything, King, before I close out?
No, man. I mean, you hit the point on everything, man. Like you said, man. You want to be circumcised by the heart first. That's what you want to do first. All the other things will come along. But if you circumcised by the heart and you trying to obey the law, statutes, and commandments because you love the Most High and you putting Him first, then everything else will come into play. Everything else will start working out for you. You'll start doing everything that you're supposed to do. But your main goal have to be to love Him, put Him first, follow and try to obey Him as much as you can.
Well said, King. Well said. I'm gonna close out. This is the message from United in Yahweh, Defenders of Israel, a camp second in Chicago. 144, and y'all need to reach out to us. You can reach out on us on YouTube. You reach out to us in the comments or however you want to reach out to us. We on Facebook. My Hebrew name, Baraki Aban Yashala. That's on the Facebook. If you want to reach out through there, you can reach out to us through social media outlets as well. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna close out. Kal Halal Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Rawaka Kadash. So what I said in Hebrew, all praises to the Most High, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Kwam Yasha'ala.
Kwam Yasha'ala.
We out.
That's what he said. But when you start practicing perfection, the Christians say, wrong word. So you got to go to heaven to be perfect. And that's the biggest cop out in the world. If you die, devil, as a tree falls, so shall it lie.
It's so sweet, couldn't keep all of the commandments, man. Passover lamb, blood covers me. Got sticking in the family. Chosen, yeah, the elite. We was lost in a band, prodigal.